What's up, guys? It's me, Devin the Retro Gamer, and we're at the next part of a review. And in this review, oh no, I don't have a game to review. That means we need to search. Okay, gotta hurry fast. Okay, maybe for later. Nope. Maybe later also. Already reviewed that. Maybe later. Too good of a game to review yet. Put me in that system, you little piece of crap, or I'll kill you. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'll put you in the system. Please don't kill me. It's beginning to feel more like Halloween than Christmas. Oh, gosh. Help me, guys. First things first, I like to wonder, what is the deal with this loading screen? This is like, I don't know, for some reason it's faster than what a lot of people say, so I'm actually kind of surprised that it was so quick myself. But now that we're on to the game, how about we talk about the story now, guys? So, the story starts out with, Hunter being autistic and stuff, and I don't know, it just bothers me. Like, you guys remember the PS1 graphics of Spyro 1 to 3? Those are some pretty lit graphics, but these are like monsterish, you know? And I know, like, I'm not a big fan of the Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex textures, but at least they're passable. But this, ooh, like, compared to PS1, what the frick? And like Ripto in them, what? And then, like, Gulp, he starts talking, he's like, what do we want this time, boss? And it's like, you don't talk. You guys are supposed to be dead, too. Like, it doesn't really make sense, and, I don't know, the story is just, I guess the story's okay, aside from the fact that Ripto should be dead, and the graphics are terrible. But he steals all the dragonflies, not really steal, but it's kind of more like he spreads them out. Don't think that way. You guys aren't that dirty. Come on. And he spreads them all out, and somehow Sparks is like all the way across the hall, and he's still alive and not somewhere. I mean, it would have been an interesting adventure if, like, maybe Spyro had like a health bar and he had new mechanics to save his dragonfly Sparks. Then the stakes would have been much higher. But it doesn't really make sense. That's the thing. So that's really about it for the story. It's just kind of that, because it's a platformer. What do you expect? So let's get on to the gameplay now. So, this game is trash. It's not just the story that I was saying was bad, it was the game itself. This game, like, no understatement, is actually really bad. Because, the one thing I thought was pretty cool, though, that I will give props to this game, is the breath abilities. I thought it was cool, the idea of Spyro having many different breath abilities. A really cool feature that they should have added. And one big annoyance, though, about those breath features is that the breath features are useless. Like, some of them, like the ice breath and the electric breath, for instance, you only use them once in this entire game. Think about that. One time. One useless, non-important time. That's it. And then, after that one time, there's really no use for it, except for like a couple of pushed segments that you're forced to do them with. And here's another problem. The fact that, like, Sparks talks all the time. Like, when you go, like, once you start the game, right? I understand tutorials, but there's tutorials like this in this game where Sparks will come up and be like, hey, you could do this to do this. And it's like, really? Really, man? Nobody cares? Just stop. Because, really, nobody wants to have constant tutorials, and, I don't know if there's actually an option to take it off. I don't think there is. No, there is no way to, actually, yeah, there is a way, but it's still annoying that, like, they have all those hints, like, right at the beginning. And the other thing is, again, I talked about the models, whatever, they suck, but it really didn't matter if the game itself was good, because I don't really care about the graphics. I care about the gameplay. And the gameplay is trashy. Like, the frame rate is bad. What else is there? It's really fidgety. It's very stiff compared to the other Spyros, you know? It's sad, really. It's like a poor man's version of Spyro, even though it cost $60 probably right when it launched. And it's a downgrade from all the other Spyros. And that would be understandable if the gameplay itself was good. But think about it like this. I think, yeah, Spyro 3 and 2, because Spyro 1, it's better than this game, but we're going to compare it to the games that this game is a lot like. For instance, Spyro 3 had like probably 20 or 23 stages. This one has maybe like 9, 8, maybe 10 possibly, but that's nothing. And then the gems, when you collect the gems will have a random number. It doesn't really have a set number. I don't think it's set to the colors really either. And sometimes the music will stop. It's quite a lot of bad stuff really, and you could glitch this game. This game is basically, when it comes to glitches, is like the Sonic 06 of the Spyro series, and it really shows by how glitchy and broken this game is, because there's so many glitches you can pull off. Like, I know there's glitches in other games, but this game is glitchy. You could easily pull off a glitch. Like, right now, if I wanted to, I could easily pull off a glitch. I did one glitch where, like, the breath messed up when you take out the disc. That's understandable, for instance, but glitches in this game, you don't do them, because glitches, you got guides to tell you how to do the glitches, but glitches in this game, they just happen. Those kinds of glitches, those annoying glitches that just happen, and you can't really stop them. It's quite annoying, and it really hurts this game a lot, And again, the frame rate, I talked about it just a minute ago, and the frame rate will dip from like 20 frames to maybe 5 frames or 10 frames, and it's very inconsistent, If they could at least stay at like 20 or 25 frames, I'd be okay, but it dips, and then it goes back up, And that's the real problem with this game, And I think it has something to do with these flames. Like, look at these freaking flames, man. Like, you see those effects? They went way too hardcore on those flame effects. That's why the frame rate's probably messed up too, And then you got this section that's kind of similar to Spyro 1 in this level, which, hey, it's a cool thing, it's a cool novelty, but it's really retarded. Because all the minigame sections are retarded too. They ruin the speedways. Basically, in a handful, I've just pretty much explained everything. Everything's ruined from the original Spyro games, and it had to be picked up by A Hero's Tale. But, yeah, I guess that's about it for this review, guys. That was Spyro, Enter the Dragonfly, one of the worst Spyro games ever. But now that this main review is over, I bet you guys are wondering, what's my review score for this game? And you want to know what my review score for this game is? I am going to give it probably one of the worst scores you can give for any game, really. A 1.5 out of 10. There are a couple of good things about it that kind of gave it a little bit of a score, but it really sucks, man. And, like with glitches, they're usually funny in games like Sonic 06, for example. But this game, it's just sad, It's terrifying, and I bet you guys understand my reasoning since you've all seen the game and seen the crappy story. But that's about it for my review, guys. See you guys in the next review, and Merry Christmas.